Alright folks, let's get this party started. Welcome back. Okay, I think the focus is still going to be expanding the boss. So we've done the factories. Let's go ahead and we have either the crushers or the miners. Doesn't really matter, we're gonna do both. So I think I'm doing miners first. I'm very quickly double checking that I don't have any more 3-tier. Robot workstations could be considered a 3-tier, but I'm not gonna do them. Oh yeah, this is extremely slow. Okay, that's why that looked off. The proper alignment is actually over here. So we're just gonna get the iron from this one. Yeah, I really don't like this. And I think I need to find a solution. Okay, for this one, I guess I'm just gonna... do side loading. Oh yes, obviously there's no iron parts. That's gonna be our output, and I could actually... let me see if there's a better way to do this. Now, if I do this and this, I would have 2 inputs. And I could do this. this makes the whole setup substantially less convoluted. Probably I could have done the same thing over here. No, I don't want to remove the factory. I just want to remove the excess here. So I can very easily remove this. Okay, well, we can make the output like this over here. With input like this, let's drop the excess in there. And I can, I need both, right? Yes. So I can do one input here, one input here. This means that this is fully working, that's working, and well, eventually this will be working. But that also means okay, I had this. That also means that I can condense the factories here. And I'll put the chest. Maybe I'll put the chest over here actually. How many tier 2 do I have? I know about those two, but do I have any others? I'm not gonna bother with lava smelters. I do not have light in here. Maybe if I really want to, I'll make a dedicated build. Probably won't want to. So let's set the recipes again. Why are circuits slow? That feels weird for circuits to be slow. I'm out of those. I'm just gonna make two because I know I will need two. We'll see, that one's probably gonna be somewhere around there. I have no idea where. Okay, that's input. This is missing the plates. And hopefully that's the only reason why this is not working. So, okay, it is drone miner, and we'll go with 40. I don't know, 40 seems like a decent number. And this one is crusher. Crushers will need plenty. I'll even stack up to 100. This is going to be our bread and butter for a very long time. Okay, that seems to be working now. What else do I really need automated? Because I do have some other things I want to look at as well. Pump jacks, maybe now. Power stuff. Might be interesting to have them automated. Do I have polymer boards? No, I don't have polymer boards. Might be interesting to get at least some of them automated. Let's go with the ones I definitely know I want automated, which are advanced smelters. I have to okay, I think that this lane will end here. I'll have to make circuits available here. How is this gonna work? Steel. Okay, I have those there. So, let's actually start configuring things. I'll figure things out as I progress. I'm gonna move that to later, actually. That's a more complex recipe. I'll move it for later. I'll still do that over here. We'll see. Maybe I'll bring polymer boards as well somehow and automate a few of these other buildings and just get them like on demand. This one can be automated. You know what? Let's automate this as well. So the problem right now is that these are too close and I need to be able to also output. And I definitely do need all of these belts. Do I just okay, I cannot do that, so I'll just output over here for these ones because I need this. I should really do loaders first. I'll do this and then I'll do the loaders. Oh, I actually don't want this one. Metal, I want the steel as input and the advanced components. Okay, so we're producing that one. We are oh yes, we have some on the belt, but we're basically out. Oh my gosh, the elevators take up a lot of resources. I didn't actually realize how many. This is gonna extend a bit. The very next thing I want to do is loaders. So I want to do loaders, I want to do pipes, I want to do trains, and that's probably gonna be it. But loaders first. Should have done loaders way sooner because they have very low priority now. And I think I'm gonna do the in-out belt over here. Sorry, the chest over here. And this is gonna be a very busy chest. So they all need the same 3 ingredients, which is those and iron plates. And let's connect. Where do I want to connect? I want to connect over here. Where's the power connection? Oh, there it is. Okay, and we have to set up a lot of conditions now. I will still use these smelters. I don't think that the tier 3 the tier 2 smelters are necessarily superior by any means. How many elevators? I have 5 elevators. I'm more than happy. Loaders, I'll set it to 100. That's where the set button is. So iron is basically dead. That's not a good thing. Let's push through. Not much left. Ooh, zero power plant ready. How much? 500. I'll push that for a bit later. For now, these are the last researches that we need to do. We have 2 more robots to queue up, and that's basically it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 factories. 5, 6, 7. I really wish I could extend the range of these towers. It's more an inconvenience or a nuisance than anything else to have to manage them. Polymer board. Okay, these are more complex. I'm not gonna automate them now. Just checking everything else. I do have everything I need. Fluid wagons, I'm assuming at some point I'm gonna use. the last thing I want to build now, for now at least, pipes and pipelines. I'm still gonna build some things on demand. Not really that big of a deal, I think. Okay, let's see. First of all, loaders. Will I be able to actually get some right now? Very likely no. But I'm still gonna set them. Let's set rail. It's so nice to be able to select more than one at a time. I'll just use the default values. Train station. Loading station. Train engine. Cargo wagon. I'm not gonna get fluid wagons for now. Did I do signals? I think I've done signals. Yes, I have done. Wrong one. This one, 250. Yeah, 250 is more than okay. Looks like I have everything. No, I don't. Let's set those ones. Let's set the crushers. Let's get smelters. I want 50 of those. Even though I'm not producing all of them. Well, I'm not producing any of them just yet. I will at least kickstart my factory. So I believe that almost all of these require steel. Not these. Okay, that one yes, this one no. This one yes, and this one yes. These ones require iron plates and advanced component, advanced machinery parts. Those ones are good. Okay, that's it. Obviously, we need to set all the logical conditions now, otherwise this is gonna keep running forever. So, train tracks. Train tracks, we want to store maybe like 800. Train signals, I don't know, give me a good number. 50. Trains, definitely not, don't want to store that many. Maybe 20. This, I am producing the train engine here, okay. The cargo wagon, I need to be very careful to set the correct item, otherwise things are gonna get well, lots of resources are gonna get wasted. Not the end of the world or anything, but the chest is gonna get blocked. More of an inconvenience than anything else, but still. Okay, almost done. Pipes. How many pipes do I want to store at a time? I still think 500 is probably decent. And pipeline. Sure, let's go. Actually, let's go with stack size. I should have probably set at this for the big one just below stack size. It is what it is. And can I get at least these ones? Because I'm gonna keep expanding power production, I'm just thinking that it's easier to get them here. And I need just the iron plates. There we go. That's the icon I'm looking for. I really hope I've set everything correctly. I'll do a very quick check. This should only take a couple of seconds. And well, starting now, I should not need to carry so many resources directly on me. Hopefully, at least. Okay. I can do one of two things next. One of three things. The first one is expand Thermalite. And you know what? Let's expand Thermalite first. Is my storage full? Yes, it is. Maybe let's start upgrading again. How am I doing with power? Not great. And this takes a lot of power. So let's queue up 200 power to begin with. I want to expand my cargo bay a bit. These are very, well, somewhat cheap upgrades to do. Formalize, I'm full queue, so that's it. Galaxy map, I'm not gonna expand that now. What am I low on? I am low on Formalite, yes, as expected, low on Formalite. Okay, let's buy one more ship. Medium cargo ship, planetary shipping, medium cargo ship, planetary shipping. I'm on PS7. And that's because like, this has already run out. And I have plenty of Formalite. I really don't understand how they're not able to keep up. Well, I have the medium cargo ships now, so hopefully that's gonna be an improvement. But well, it's time to expand, I think. And expand we shall. So this, let's put that aside for now, and let's focus on the smelting part. So in order to upgrade to tier 2, I need a lot of Formalite, I need some circuit boards, and I need batteries. I have circuit boards, I have batteries, and I'll just upgrade on the spot. I have one done. The inventory size upgrade will be extremely welcomed. I'll get rid of all the Formalite. Let's go to level 2. Okay, Formalite is first. Another thing I've realized is I was just looking at the numbers and I realized that I've done the ratios wrong at copper. Nothing impactful, I just need to build 3 more or 2 more heavy casters and the respective factories, because I am producing 1 to 3 as I've already said, but well, I forgot to actually build 3 outputs. That was the word I was looking for. I was trying to focus here as well. Okay. Doing one at a time was highly inefficient, so I'll just queue up all of them. That got rid of a lot of belt, so I'm assuming I've upgraded everything everywhere. I don't remember if I had splitters. I don't think I had splitters. Doesn't seem that way. I'm not fully upgrading. I'm not gonna fully produce a blue belt just yet. I'm waiting. I kind of pushed back on upgrading because I was waiting for explosives. But I realized I don't need to actually wait for explosives to be ready. For now, I'll just double my production. Lot of formulate sheets. It's a bit annoying, but I should be able to gather 30 formulate sheets just by, or 50 formulate sheets. How many did I have left to upgrade? I think it was about 2, maybe 3. Let's make 3 of them. Was it just 2? I think it might have been just 2 of them. I'll put the rest in a chest, I guess. Have I upgraded everything? It's fairly easy to tell they have the N-shape orange decorations on them. The tier 1s are blank. And well, yes, I can definitely say we have upgraded everything. I could do one more thing. Since I'm here, I don't wish to come back soon, so let's go ahead. I don't need to make a personal elevator. I'll just make this one. Input, output, will, well, wherever that one goes. It was actually quite convenient. It's right over the oil setup, so right where I need it. Why do I have 0 elevators? That doesn't seem right. Oh, I'll set it for 10 elevators. That should be good enough. Okay. First one's done. First one is done. I need to get rid of the money. Okay, I now have a full belt of Pharmalite. Those are almost all upgraded. There we go. No, the ones at the front need to be upgraded too. There's still that one. Okay, everything seems to be tier 4 now. Except this one. What's this one? That one can stay as is. I think that one's the highest throughput, but I don't understand why it is still so slow. I have a junction somewhere, very likely. That one's just over there. What? Oh, splitter. That's what. Okay, now this will basically be full throughput. I hope. Let's check. It's gonna take just a bit of time. No. Now it's gonna be full throughput. This one I should have plenty. This one is a question mark. This one I should have plenty now. Okay, you know what? Let's give that a full belt, and I want to get rid of all the excess things I've very likely collected. And I only have belt left. How am I doing here? I'm at 500. I'm at 490 here. Can I sideload somehow? I think the answer is no to sideloading. But you know what they say? Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm gonna be collecting a lot of yellow belt, and if I keep all my yellow belt in my inventory, that's just gonna be dead space. I've upgraded quite a few lifts. What else did I do? No crushers, no anything else. I'm good with that. How am I doing with belt? 500. This is working continuously. These are done. That's very nice. This is done. That's done. These are done. I am beginning to actually have loaders, which is a good sign. I'll just drop a small chest over here. And what do I want to get in there? I don't want that many batteries. I'll keep this on me, I guess. Okay, everything else can stay by the looks of it. These are now producing at full speed. That was a big objective. How much do I have? Well, I definitely improved something. Hopefully I've increased enough throughput to be able to sustain more. Hopefully. Oh, steel is dead. I did not expect that one. Low on steel, Formalite is whatever. But why is steel so dead? Why indeed? Is this belt? This belt is full. That means I just need to upgrade all the way back to here, obviously. And watch all my steel be completely demolished, but it is for a good cause. Now this belt needs to be upgraded as well. Do I have enough belt to even upgrade this? Or range for that matter. I don't have the belt, I don't have the range. Actually, belt I might have. And I'm gonna keep getting more. That is the range. So this is now full throughput. Do I have anything here that's gonna stop me from delivering full throughput? I don't think so. Okay, so this is gonna be fully compressed now. I can take a step away from here. We're still producing money, we're still growing. How is this looking now? Formalite as bottleneck. I'll take Formalite as bottleneck, that's good. This means I have increased my throughput. $11K is not great. That's basically half of the build, but better than nothing, I guess. Oh wait, no, not that one. I want on this one, and I want on this one. And obviously excess Access belt over here. Okay, clean inventory. It feels really great to know that I'm not gonna have ever again problems with at least with loaders and a few of the common stuff, unless I'm not in the range. Okay, material. Do I need to watch that anymore? No, I do not. There is another thing I should put on my to-do list, actually. And I might go for that one first. I do need to sort out the iron problem. That's definitely one top priority, but I can now access Xeno power cores. And it is extremely tempting to just go for it. And there are a lot of Xeno power cores everywhere spread. I don't remember how many I actually need, but I can take this one with me and, well, I'll figure it out, I guess. I have a shaft I can use to travel to some extent down. I'll just dig my way down, and now I'll use this thing. And hopefully I'm gonna turn up right where I need to be. I need to mine how much more? 2 more? Okay, so let's unlock first. And what technologies do we get here? Well, first and foremost is the capability to build Xeno power cores ourselves. And then we have crafting speed, which is going to become quite useless. These three are going to be good. These ones, not so much. But I just need to find 5 more cores and then we'll get out of here. And 5 more cores we shall find. Distance is 23 by 1. Oh, there it is. Really? That's one above? That doesn't look like one above to me. So it's roughly straight ahead by 37. Oh, no, I've passed it. I'm just trying to make sure I dig single tunnel and ideally not 3 height either. There it is, saw it. That is the second one. The good part is that they're spread all over the place. So it's quite easy to get a hold of them, and I only need to do this for 5 items. I think I might need something like super alloy to manufacture them. I don't actually remember the exact requirements, but that's gonna be quite easy to come by. That's the third one, and maybe something like here. There we go. That's the fourth, last one, distance of 15. There we go. That's 5 cores. Now all I have to do is figure out how to get out of here. It should be a pretty straight tunnel, hopefully. Let's have a quick peek at the recipe. Kind of regardless, I don't think I'm gonna collect more. There's nothing that I want that much to stay here for longer. Super, yeah, it was super alloy and rubber. And xeno crystals and xeno scrap. So not a cheap recipe, but we can definitely make that one work. And I think that the exit was through here. Let's put this one back down. Do I even have... I do have the research unlocked. That's definitely a thing. Do I have the money? I don't really have the money, but well, let's queue it up. At some point it will be done. For now, I'll just buy the resources at a later point in time, and then I'll connect the crystals, I'll connect the scrap, which is just over there. I'll just belt it. I don't think it's that relevant. $110 megawatts. What's using so much power? This is gonna be constant, even though I'm using it at a third at best. So I guess that's taking a lot of power. Okay, let's get going with iron. I am missing way too many things. I'm just wondering where's the best place to get them all. So circuit boards, I need to get more circuit boards, I need to get more concrete, more steel, and more advanced machinery parts. Do I have the inventory space? I do have the inventory space. And I think I'm just gonna steal from the main base for now. I don't need to do that because I do have advanced machinery parts over here. I don't think I might need that many either, but I took them now. Glass, this is steel. So air intakes, I need no. I am not manually crafting electronic components. Okay, that's the second one. I need a third one. I'm missing concrete. Okay, I can definitely get that one. Why is my inventory space so darn bad? Let's go store a few more things here. I definitely don't need that many of those things. What else do I not need? I'm not gonna use that one for now. I might have taken a few too many advanced machinery parts now that I look at it. Let's go steal some concrete. Okay, so that gives me the blast furnace. So I have 2 of those, I have 3 of those. Heavy caster, I need more heavy casters. 2 more heavy casters. Probably more than 2. Concrete. I have plenty of foundation. Okay, we can start building now. I'm gonna need some wall poles, but I don't think I'll need anything else or almost anything else. I need to get one transformer. Yep, that's it. We can now head we'll head to do iron, but small side quest. Hopefully very small side quest. This is why I hate building in flight mode. There's always that just a bit more of inertia. A space station to factory, we're gonna get rubber, any ship. Whatever, that's good enough. This one we're gonna get super alloy, any ship. Let's configure the space station to buy. New recurring order, super alloy. Very expensive, but weight is 3 kilos, so a ship that can transport 1000 should be able to carry 333. Target amount 1000. Let's go edit. We are importing. We've already have rubber delivered here. Now, one thing I didn't look is where is this made? In the crystal refiner, so we need to make one more crystal refiner. I don't have any plates on me. That's not ideal. Whatever. I'll just put that somewhere random. So for now, do I have more than just that one? I'll make one more storage box. For the damaged power cores. I have a tower with me, so I'll put this one over here. This should be the only thing I have. Oh yeah, that costed 500. I was like, where did all my stuff go? I can do one more chest. We'll do it. Small chest. I don't think there's any sort of reason to do more. That's not how that works. It would be nice to be able to output straight into a chest. So what am I missing? I'm missing super alloy. Oh yeah, it's gonna take at least 4 minutes for the super alloy to be delivered. Since I'm here, might just as well do the lift. Yeah, it's moments like this where I actually wish I would have kept some of the yellow belt on me. I haven't, so I'm just gonna leave it be. I'll just get some scrap. I should have... a lot of scrap over there. I don't want to use my belt because I'll have a lot of things to build on the other side, but okay, that is like that now. I'll have plenty. All of it's 1-to-1, so I can build like a few hundred, and with a few hundred I'll have enough to power up my miners. I'll have more than enough to finish that, so I'm not gonna waste belts there. And yeah, the option I have now is what to prioritize. I can either prioritize this station. This is not moving almost at all. How are we looking here? Full load. Yeah, nothing really to do. We're still crafting a bit, but very likely full. Oh no, it's still not full yet. That's good. So just to make sure I remember correctly, the width is 33. And at this point I kind of wished I would have aligned more with the beginning of the train station, just so that I can fit another array a bit nicer over here. What am I making here? I'm making iron plates. And I am making gravel. Or glass. I am making glass. Okay, I do not want to go with a base for more than I need to. At the same time, this is very in the way. I might have to redo this build. I will definitely redo this one. So this lift goes away now. How's my inventory space looking? Not great. Hopefully I have enough resources stockpiled. I said I'm gonna align with this edge of the base, so let's do 33 from over here. Is this the bare minimum? Yes, this is the bare minimum. And you know what? F that, I'll align with this. And maybe align it like this. I haven't checked the width. 33 is over here. Make a big storage, we'll figure things out later. I might be able to compact this a bit more now that I have higher tier machinery. At the same time, I don't want to just like throw resources away. But all of this has to go. Somehow I don't have iron plates still. Intriguing. Okay, there's the iron plates. Are all of these full? Yeah, looks like all of these were actually full. That lift will be at train station level and it will feed from over here. Now, yeah, that's why I moved it a bit more into the train station. It's gonna be more difficult to feed from here. So I will actually bring this even more forward to a point where the feeding is not a problem. This is gonna be obviously top level. I just want to make sure that the lifts will be able to work nicely. And let me go get the... I want to build the same style I've built here, same spacing, because it felt rather good. So I have 3 space with a 3 space here. And if I'm not mistaken, this will be an 8. Yes. Three. Okay, so let's put down the air intakes. And I did say, I believe 3 more this way. And that's gonna be the hot air stoves. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this looks promising. I'll build the hot air stoves first again. So I'm really wondering what I can replace here to bring the... Yeah, let's do it like this. Probably misclick a lot, but let's actually do it like this. So robot is over here. Cool, that's one. Stop misclicking, please. No. Input and output. Okay. Okay. This is done. This should start construction hopefully soon. Okay, where's my robot? My robot is over here. So always place utility panel first. Make sure the utility panel is in the right position. Really? Indeed. The bounds are blocked by other objects. Have I moved? My robot is over here. I think that this is the side for the utility panel. I can still edit. It's gonna take a long time for the robots to actually start building this one. This looks correct. I think I had this one here. And then let's see, a couple of L shapes. One over here. One over here. I have to quickly check how many pipes down. Yeah, that was the weird part. It's two, um, just two shapes down. I should have enough construction material to zoom through the first part of the build, not through the second one. So it's two of that doesn't look right. Okay, that looks better, and then I need a T shape over here like that. That looks good. Okay. This part looks pretty much done. How are we going? 49% construction. Nice. We'll deal with the freight elevators later. Right now they are not in the way. I'll just recheck the measurements. I don't want to I don't want to make mistakes. So I have a 6 here with a margin of 3. And a 5 with a margin of 3. We have almost finished the research tree, which is arguably a milestone for the game, a big milestone. Six tree. Where is my... not the heavy caster. I want the Foundry blast furnace. That's the one. What do you mean must be placed on foundation? What's not on foundation? Oh. Yes. We require more foundation. That should be enough. So again, blast furnace, stairs on the bottom left. And then spacing of 5. And we're gonna put our first heavy caster with output towards me. Always output towards me. I have aligned things differently. Not sure it's better or worse. Now this was purely by accident that I've done it this long, but I think it needs to be at least that long. How many? Oh, if I could actually see, that would be great. Okay, so it's 6 at the back. That's enough to fit 16 machines, which is... or 8 per side, which is kind of the golden ratio in this game. Okay, so this is our setup. arguably the cheaper building. Not that it matters all that much which one's which. Okay, we're gonna have input from conveyor input from that side. We're going to have pipe attachment input over there, and I'm doing, where am I doing output? Quite sure output is meant to be over here, and that gives me a green light. Yep, we have everything built. Now this building, this time we're gonna build, I wouldn't call it different, the setup is the same, but I'm gonna build all three stacks. Interesting. I do believe that once this is built, it's gonna be unblocked. And okay, the idea is I've done the measurements. I've done the measurements, and basically if I build in the most conservative manner possible, what was the problem? Am I out of building blocks? I am out of building blocks. I did not see that one coming. Should have set the tower way sooner. What is this one doing over here, and where's the connection? Okay, this one connects over there. That means we should have grid power. And hopefully this also means I am gonna get blocks, building blocks soon. I'll do piping while that's while that one's going. Okay, this one's a T-shape. This one's a T-shape as well, and this connection was the easy connection. We are getting blocks. I've seen the towers sometimes not actually delivering, and I've checked. I was in range. Everything was just fine. The towers were just not delivering. So Now, this is gonna look slightly different than on the previous one. Because we need to have a vertical column here. I'll figure out till where the vertical column actually needs to be. I am missing maybe one, maybe two blocks. I have no clue. I do know that that corner is good. Was missing just one block. Nope, that is not good. This needs to go up a lot more, and this, presumably that's good, but this one is definitely not properly aligned. Looks much better. Okay, the $1,000,000 question will now be, how much room will I have at the top to build everything? Or will I have enough room at the top to build everything? I do need to get 2 more floors in there. I think I do. I've done a bit of napkin math and the numbers looked correct. But, well, until I actually build them and make sure that they work, I don't trust it. Okay, that was the third one if I'm not mistaken. So this is meant to be a full floor. Let's do pipe connections first. No, that's an elbow. This elbow is gonna be at the very top if I'm not mistaken. Yep. It is at the very top. This will be a T-pipe because I need to connect one more floor. Wrong axis, obviously. I was quite close. I was only off by one. And finally, the last elbow. need to bring the hot air pipe as well, or the slag pipe as well to the top level. But for now, let's focus on building this floor. I'm gonna drag this pipe all the way up first. For some reason that doesn't look right. Now that looks right. And I think I'm gonna use as much space as I can, but not overlap the pipe. Okay, I know that I can go one more. And over here, this can be 2 more out. So it's gonna be from over there. I know it's a width of 33. So I'm gonna get iron plates out. Iron plates are gonna go straight into the train, but I'll also want to process over here machinery parts. It is a 1-to-1. It's 80 to 80 per minute. 80 to 80 per minute means 16. I'm gonna double check, but I think it means 16 per belt. Yep, it is 16. So okay, first of all, let's clear this up. How am I doing with building? Not great. It's still building. What's the width on this one? It's 38. That means I have 3 times 8 is 24. So if I do a double side, I only need 24. If I want to do single side, how many do I need? 16. That's 30. 48. I do not have 48 spaces, so I'm gonna just do double side. I should be able to fit 2 columns in here, which means that I shouldn't need a double. I'll bring this as much back as I can. I need to build 16. That's gonna be 8 of them. I was thinking that I can probably make this slightly slimmer. But before I do anything like that, slag is in chemical processors. I can only, for some reason, do 2 of them. And the reasons are polymer and steel. Okay. Will this give me enough room? Okay, that's actually a perfect fit. How many can I still squeeze here? One, two, three, four. I will actually keep it as is, because technically I could squeeze in 24 more, 16 more, which would be 3 belts. This way, what I'm thinking is I could do all 3 levels, go to the train station, and I could do all 3 levels, come up here to different lines, and then all 3 go to the train station. Does it make any sense? Basically, if I'm not consuming enough iron, and I think I'm always gonna consume enough iron and enough parts. It would be nice to do that at least with 3 lanes, with 2 lanes. So have the bottom one go only to the train with iron plates, the top 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that. Let's head out. This is gonna take a while. How are we doing? This one is 81%. The fact that this is a round number means I still have enough construction material. That belt is full, which is very good. So I said I'm out of Thermalite, I'm out of circuit boards as well. Maybe I'm gonna buy some circuit boards. Did you... Oh! This one's fast. So definitely want to get the upgrades. And I think that this is the end of the upgrade tree. At least in this version of the game. And the only other usage for the power nodes, as far as I know for now, is to enhance the efficiency of the infinite node extraction, crystal and the scrap. No other useful purpose. And I have more than enough here to cover everything. If there's any, gonna be anything else, I'll probably grab it, but for now, not aware of anything else. Oh, steel. Circuit, there's steel. Yeah, I can do plenty. I just need 6 more. Let's go finish this one up. So it so happens that this is also Ignium loading station, and this is also mineral rock loading station. So 2 resources I already have on site for now, which is extremely convenient. I need to remember to redo those ones. My glass supplies are very low. I can probably actually focus on that. I should probably focus on that first before finishing this. It doesn't mean I will, but I should. Did my robot fall all the way down? Yes, it did. That's gonna be slightly inconvenient later on. I think I said 2 incinerators will be enough. That's 1, and this is 2. This is gonna be the output. These will be inputs. So input 1 and input 2 is not needed. Let's remember to set the priority here. How many inserters did I request? Oh, I've destroyed a lot, that's why. Which one's which? This one is input. And this one is going to be output. I will swap the lane direction. I was like, something does not look right at all over here. It took me a while to actually realize what was not right. Unfortunately, I cannot do both lanes at the same time. If I do both lanes at the same time, it will remove the inserters as well. So this this one as the output. And this one is the input. Okay, that's set. Let's do piping over here. One's here, that means that this one must be over here. I really wish that the ports would be configurable. It would make some of the builds a lot easier. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so we've done all three of those. We've hooked up the Slack processing. We've have recipes set. We're incinerating. We've done this. We'll need to actually hook things up. Cool. So output, input, and just input here. Input is always the one on the right. So input for this one is this. I might do a separate lift here to get the excess iron out. It is so impossible to tell where these lines are meant to meet. Okay. And then that's gonna be only out. I'll spend just a bit of time, see if there's any creative way to utilize this space. I guess I don't really need to cram things in here. I can just create another floor. What level am I on? I'm on 222. I definitely have enough headroom to create another floor here. Let's shift focus for just a second. I need to do the inputs as well, but they haven't even started construction here, have they? Barely. We've just started delivering materials. So there's still plenty of time. I will, however, at least hook up the connections. Light on, light on. That one has light on. This one has light on. Oh, output is full. This is gonna take a long time to build. In the meantime, no power, that was expected. Create another large container. I'm gonna get rid of some of the resources here. And by get rid of, I mean get them onto a train. Should be able to recycle most of the things. What's this one? Iron plates. Manage inventory. Deliver everything. Take all. Let's keep the things moving. Was I able to delete everything? I was. Even that one I was able to delete. That's nice. Anything excess that I shouldn't have? I don't see anything. Where am I? I need to go over this way. Okay, for now I'll probably repurpose this station later on. But this is gonna be another build if I ever decide to expand this. And let's just figure out the ratios again. I'll need to expand that one as well to be a full blue belt, but we can do that later on. So what I want to get here is glass. the small smelters are still better, which is a bit disappointing. So I need 60 gravel. Gravel I get in the crusher, I'm gonna get a substantially better ratio this time. So crusher 2 is 20 to 60. And this is 60 to 12. So if I get a full blue belt, no, I'm not gonna build for a full blue belt. Maybe I'm gonna build for a yellow belt of output. I think that's a bit more reasonable. That's still gonna be an increase to our previous setup, which was running borderline low. So I'm just gonna do 320 divided by 12. That means I need 27 machines. I'll do blue belt build regardless, but 27. That's gonna be 27 times 4. I'm trying to think what my options are. I'm probably gonna go 2 levels up. Why 2 levels? Just because. Let's figure out the building unit. I'll bring the output belt back here. And the setup is basically we get crusher, tier 2 crusher this time. Oh, there's a smelter. And the smelter. The crusher is not gonna have any power. Let's connect power. So crusher is gonna do this. That's gonna give me 60. Crusher takes input, outputs here, input here, output here. And I just have to repeat that 27 times. Okay, I can remove this block. And if I do 27 times 4, that's 108. So I need to do 238s. That's one of them. That's two of them. And I need to do a 32 minus 8. That is 24. Way too much time to do. 24. Okay, this is the width. I think I've done this belt like this. This is gonna be the output. And let's connect. For now, I'll just connect here. That's weird, awkward, whatever. Same tier. This is the same tier, I hope. And now I can upgrade as a whole. Okay, let's test the build, make sure that it works. So this is input. This is always gonna be output, but not there. Then this is gonna alternate between input and output. Should I halve the length? I can do two side for sure. No, I cannot do two side. Never mind. Let's not complicate things. Yep, that actually counted well. Let's get the not the crushers, the smelters. And as much as I generally dislike playing modded games, or I play modded games after a long while of playing the vanilla game, I might actually consider getting the blueprint mod for this. This is just exhausting. Not to mention prone to error. If I'm not paying full attention is what I wanted to say. Input, output, input. No, something's wrong. Those are working now. Okay, all good. There, we're almost done. I'm mostly saying that to myself. Okay, they're all working. Wrong lane. Let's go over here. Okay, everything is working. We should have a very good glass production now. This train station is full. How is that going? Okay, this is definitely better than the previous one. I need to go upgrade this mine. I'll do an upgrade on Ignium as well before I move on. Always difficult to remember where I actually was. I go out of build mode after a long while. How is this one going? Not great, not great. Um, but we need to upgrade this, so maybe I'm not gonna get a full belt. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 8? 2, 4. No, it's 7. 8, 11, 13. That's probably enough. 14, 15. Can I output everything? I should be able to output everything. This will start draining this deposit extremely fast, but there's plenty of other deposits to pick from. So that's a full blue belt of output. Let's get a full blue belt of mineral rocks. And I think for now I'm just gonna belt. No, I need to dig. I think I need to dig down, so I need to go back to the bot. much? 1.1, that's actually more than enough. 4, I want to go to 15, I need 11 more. Excavate all of this. I really dislike how it looks like this. So this is 11. 12, 13. I'll bend over the corner here. 12, 13. This doesn't reach. 14, 15. Didn't realize I went that far from the deposit. This is the fastest the bots will ever be able to excavate. Just for reference, I guess. 1.5 belts or 1.25 belts. That's something. Good with that. So the question is, how do I actually bring the resources back to where they need to be? And the first one is, the first answer is actually very easy. For here, we'll do it just one below the station. Use that as a reference marker. I need to bring the power up somehow. So I'm just gonna do... Really? That's not good either. Here. I'm just gonna do it the same way I've done it for the other one. Okay, that's the edge. The bulk delete tool is sometimes very weird when trying to grab onto items, onto things to delete. This needs to be like this, just to test things out. Let's go and place the top. Yeah, so the top is over here. It's not touching, that means this, it's gonna be like this. Let's go 33. That looks like it is lining up properly. Just close the loop now. I think this is the last part I need to build. It is going to bother me. It is going to bother me that it's not gonna be symmetrical to that one, but well, until I have a blueprint, it's not gonna be symmetrical. And that's gonna be that. Same as with the other one, I'll share the input. And reuse the output. Cool, so once we connect the iron ore that's coming from over there, we should be good to go. I need to remember to upgrade that. Let's do output first. Will this work? Yeah, I think this should work. Okay, sorry about that, some stream issues. Hopefully it's better now. Oh, there we go. This one is done. I need the last one, which is how many was it? Was it 16 advanced smelters? For some reason I can never remember, so I'll just go take a peek at the other build. Okay, it is 16. Can I actually craft 16? I don't have a lot of resources on me. I can. So I have 2 on me. I need to craft just 14. Is that lower elevation? Surely it isn't. Kind of looks though, like It's lower elevation. Obviously, it's not gonna work like that. Is that recipe set now? Okay, let's do the belts first. So this is gonna be output. This is gonna be the crushed ore. Let's crush the ore. Or refine the ore. I don't know. Yep, that's input, and well, I guess I'm gonna put ignium here. Recipes are good. We need loaders. That's output. Yep, that's good. For some reason I counted 7, but I'm pretty sure it was correct. Okay, so once this right, I'm not gonna enable this. I need to set inputs and outputs. Okay, what's that one? I don't know. Let's drag some belts first and foremost. And I'll start with the ferrite ore. Again, same problem. Really hope I don't have to clean anything in there. Did I dug? Oh yeah, I definitely dug enough to be able to do a full belt. So I have 4, 1 that's gonna be 11 on that side, and this should be enough. Lost count. I'll count when I put the inserters, the loaders. Okay, those are 15 miners. How is power? Power looks good. Okay, blue belt, blue. Right. This is meant to be an input. Okay, that's the first resource. Second resource is rocks. I guess the plan is just go to the train station. And split. Similar thing here. Let's upgrade the lift. You know what? This one I don't even need to split. I will just do this. Better. Over here, input. Okay, a few things. Let's set this one up. So, water intake, done. We can turn this on. We have two resources. The cocktinium is still gonna take a while. Let's go set outputs. This one doesn't matter, but just to get the warning away, set it. This one is the one that matters, and we're doing not water, not crude almite, molten xenoferrite. Completely different color. No grid connection, right? So, okay, I was right. Now it allows me. About right. Okay, that's good. That's good. And that's good. This will take a while to ramp up. Insufficient hot air. Question mark? Did I not set you to hot air? This is input, hot air. Missing inputs. What do you mean missing inputs? Oh, I had only one. Now it should be sufficient inputs, but that's so weird. Okay, so if I cannot do the actual hot air per minute, doesn't matter if I do half, it's not gonna have the speed. It's actually gonna cut everything. I've learned something new. This will go up. We have coctignium, we have everything we need. I refuse to waste a single resource. Sometimes, not all the times. So that will clean up. This is a lot of gravel. And to be honest, I don't know if I don't know if I have the patience to put all of it back in the what? Let's do. No. First, turn Xeno Logistics off. Otherwise, my inventory is gonna get flooded. Our resource goes to waste. This was a lot of resources though. Probably saved about 1k overall. Anyway, what are those? Those are the lifts that are meant to bring the resources down. That sounded like a question mark. It's because it was a question mark. It was a question mark because that is the wrong type of signal. I hope I didn't. Oh, I've placed opposite signals on both sides. All good, all good. And it's so nice to actually have the train stations already in my inventory. So While that thing loads up, let's set this one. This is gonna be machinery parts. Hope I typed well. I'll just go L2. IC1. Iron casting 1. Hopefully I'm gonna remember the naming convention. Pretty sure I won't, but why don't I have trains? Signals and trains I should have. I don't know why I don't have them. Can I craft one train? Yes. Exit is that way. Worth updating. Looks like now. What WTF did I do here? Okay, this is my iron station, right? Just keep it as iron plates L2. So let's figure out how my output is actually gonna make it here. It's gonna come from, well, it's definitely gonna come from below first of all. Do I get it? There's not gonna be any loaders. That's a very important number. Actually started producing anything? Oh, nice. I have full production. So these are gonna be the 2 lanes of plates. And actually, not. What did I delete? I deleted something. I deleted something and I have no idea what. It kind of looked like there, but hopefully it was nothing important. I can make use of the fact that one lift actually. Can I actually handle two lanes. I guess I'm gonna get this to below train level. Like this. This is actually gonna be machinery parts, so this is very close by. I'm trying to think how I'm actually gonna merge these two. So the general idea is that these are gonna be merged like this. I'm guessing I'm taking the other one level below. Split. One split there, one split here. That's one level too low. That's what it is. I'll just reposition the lift. Put a lot of machinery parts into my inventory. Maybe not as many as I thought. Am I missing anything? I am using the tier 4 lift, right? Freight elevator for 2560 items per minute. And it's definitely tier 4, it's the blue one. Right, it works way better when I have both belts connected. I'll agree to that. We're just overflowing there, which is perfectly fine. Do I have room for one more train station? I don't even think I have room for one more train station here. Anyway, let's see. Do I have a full belt now? Yes, this actually looks like a full belt. This train should load extremely fast. These are half belts. That's as expected. Now, how do I do this? I'll do a top here. So I said I want to split middle. also want to let's get this lift down. Which one is easier? Is it easier to... Probably now. I was thinking which one is easier, either to... either to daisy chain them or to have separate lifts. As you've seen, I decided to move with separate lifts. So what I need to do now is to connect this one. Messy, but just keep it as is. That one looks good. Let's get this belt connected first. Not the nicest way to connect everything, but we should now have 1.5 belts of everything pouring in. So, okay, we can see on the main base that our iron is actually running very low. I don't want to deliver just a couple of stacks. I'll wait a bit more. Now, can I do one more? Okay, how many do I have here? I ideally should have 6 train stations. I have a funny feeling that I might not be able to. Oh, look at that. Pixel perfect. It was all planned, guys. No doubt about it. All part of the master plan. Okay, it's a solid signal on this side, yes. That's good. The chain on this side. If I ever want to extend this build, it's gonna be awkward, at least. At best awkward. At worst, a lot of redesign, but we move on. Slope up. How do I do this? Try to go on this side, maybe? We're gonna run into any belts. I'm not actually gonna run into any belts. That's nice. That's surprising, but nice. This should bring down the cement. Very nice to see you working at full capacity. This one is the only shared one. Why is this one stopped? Oh, I just have too many metal parts. Perfectly fine. We're gonna plug this back into the main base. And that's probably gonna be the day, to be honest. It's been a very long one. This is a loading station, cement, IC1. Machinery parts. Do we have machinery parts over here? Add this one. We do have iron plates. We do not have machinery parts. Since I do have cement, let's configure the stations here. So cement IC1, cement U2 main, okay. Addition full, addition empty. Apply. This will wait for to happen. Was that this one? Yes, this was this one, and it was not able to fill, so there is gonna be a bit of a lag here. How are we doing here? We're not utilizing everything, so I'm thinking that it might be a good thing to have everything connected into everything with priorities. So we have the bottom one, that's priority plate. Any excess goes into machinery parts. This one, we actually keep it 50-50 as is. And this one, we still do an elevator down to iron plates. And maybe daisy chain it into that one. Because that one goes all the way to the bottom. Yeah, that's good. And I would have to figure out how we do three-way loading on the train. That's something that we do not currently have. Everything is working just like we expect. Fully working. Okay, so we fixed our iron issue. We need to scale this one up. I am thinking that I might just tear down this floor and do a similar build. And yeah, over here I've done the same. I've just left a bit more room at the back. Should be all good. I do need to upgrade the belts. Now that I have plenty of them. Let's just do the full station upgrade. Okay, at this point, everything should be a blue belt here, required or not. How's the top looking? Did I upgrade everything up here as well? Yep, this one was already upgraded, and this one was very likely already upgraded. Head back to the main base. I'll empty my inventory a bit, and we'll continue next episode with explosives. Very likely, I am planning on building a new train station. I think I've mentioned that at some point. In the last stream, but actually did decide to go through with it. This station is getting way too big. I still have 2 heavy casters that I need to get rid of. I need to get rid of the crushers as well. Freight elevators, I do not want glass. Where's the crushers? There we go. Just destroy the access. Really? Okay, that was weird. Aeroplanes input. Did steal input. And I forgot. How? Did I mess that one up so badly? Doesn't matter. All of these are disabled by control system. Okay, this is the only one that's meant to be red for now. We'll probably try to sort that one out. Okay, what do I need? Steel, machinery parts. Steel, I need machinery parts, and I'll need advanced circuits. I'm gonna output. No clue where I left my data cable. I actually have a clue, but that. Let's let's set the enable condition. Advanced smelter less than, let's go for 50. Yeah. This is one way of doing things. It will be a problem if I actually try to extend the column. What am I running low on? I'm running low on steel. Okay, steel is now a full blue belt. Shouldn't at least be running low on it. Everything's a blue belt now. Or at least up to splitters. Did I split from the train? Yes, I did split from the train. Because of that, I need to upgrade the sides as well, both sides. Okay, that's good. So most things for the main bus are now blue belts. We'll work on the next train station. I do need to maybe remove steel making from here altogether. I want to remove plate making from here, obviously. Plate making, steel making, part making. So everything here goes away. We'll probably, maybe I just do a dedicated station for advanced machinery parts. Nothing fancy, just feed in iron and machinery parts steel beams. But have it as a dedicated train station. We will need that resource, obviously, on multiple stations or multiple builds. I'm gonna run out of belts very quickly this way. You know what? I'm gonna spend just a few more minutes upgrading the bus. Let's upgrade the intermediary belts as well. If I want to do this, I have a better chance of doing this in this mode. Okay, I'll do the top layer first, otherwise it looks very awkward. Then I'm gonna go back to the bottom layer. Figure out where I have the breakpoints. No, that's not what I wanted to do. At this point, okay, that's not blue. Everything else seems to be blue. This needs to be upgraded. This needs to be upgraded. This one as well. Fully upgraded. Okay. This one. This one. Okay. Not okay, and I'm actually out of belts. I did not think I would run out of belts, to be honest. But I have, and there were just a few more left. This and this, okay. That one. And I think I am all done. That's good, that's good. Yep, perfect. Everything is now... Oh. What? Low on concrete. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna be here forever. And it is late, I do need to go to rest. With that, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you found this interesting. I am definitely having a lot of fun with industry builds. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope to see you here next time. Have a great day. Bye.